Welcome again to another episode from Elite Legions. This one, I'm gonna be doing the tutorial for the newbies, teaching them some tips and tricks that probably they do not know anything about. Starting with counters. Counters are very obvious. So, you have three types of damage: piercing, slashing, and blunt. The best for countering shields is the blunt, and this is the reason why you are giving the mace sergeants, which are a purely blunt damage unit. And guess what? You're playing versus the sergeants, which is a higher tier unit, but with shields, rendering their shields useless versus your blunt damage. And this will teach new people a very important lesson. What really matters is how you're using your unit versus which unit and how. Honestly, my opinion about this tutorial, it's one of the best that have been introduced to the game till now. It really forces you to learn something to actually pass each level. So without any further ado, let's begin with the tips and tricks, starting with use the AI for your advantage. What do I mean by this? As you can see here, I force the stalwarts to actually face me, giving their backs to my unit, which is charging them. This will maximize your damage because a charge or any hit in the back of the unit is 100% critical. To make use of this, if you notice anyone neglecting or not even aware of their units, always try to flank them and charge it in the back. A charge in the back equals a wiped out unit. The second lovely thing about these tutorials is they give you the bikemen. The bikemen are really intriguing unit because they have the shock troops trait. What does this mean? Well, let me explain it in a much simpler way. So if you're playing a shock troop or a cavalry troop, they are mostly useless in melee combat. So never ever just press V and let them fight, unless you're fighting ranged, of course. These units, the shock troops and the cavalry, their strength actually lies within their charge. They both deliver very devastating charges, not just double damage. It's like 5 times the damage of the normal hit. So yeah, it is very devastating. For example, you will find Reapers or the Iron Reapers, which is a tier 5 unit and one of the most tanky units in the whole game. And you're supposed to kill them using these bikemen. For the new players, that's impossible, but for a veteran one, we know that the shock troops actually deliver a very devastating charge. So we will use this to our advantage. You will see me just going behind the Reapers, then charge them, making use of two things. One, the shock troops buff, which is activated when you charge. Second, the maximum devastating damage of the charge. Third, charging the Reapers from the back to maximize the critical hit numbers. All these three things combined will make this weak unit of tier 3 actually able to completely wipe out Reapers, which is a tier 5 golden unit, with one charge. This teaches you that you do not really need all the tier 5 units in the game. You need to learn how to use every single unit and actually fully utilize this unit. As they say, it's not about the weapon, it's about how you wield it, you know? It's not about the unit, it's how you use it. So in the end, let's quickly summarize what you should have learned in this video. 1. Learn how to use any unit and it will be awesome in your hands. You will be able to do many things and even counter higher tier units. 2. Blunt damage always breaks shields with ease. So whenever you see shields, try to play a unit with very high blunt damage. By the way, bombs and fireballs are considered to be blunt damage, in case you didn't know. 3. Fully utilize the unit with its traits, its buffs, and of course, always try to use the 100% crit chance when attacking a unit from behind. That was it. I hope you did learn something and see you soon in the battlefield, Warlord.